Strategies to crack competitive exams like GATE, IES, PSU exams, etc. So, what is a strategy? Or what is meant by a cracking an exam? The cracking an exam, cracking GATE or cracking IES may vary depending upon the person. It is not getting a first rank in an exam, or it is not getting less than 100 rank in an exam. It depends upon the person, what the person is thinking. For example, if a person who is looking for the desired master's degree from a top level institute like IISc, he needs a rank less than 100 or 150. So in his point of view, cracking an exam means getting a rank less than 150 in GATE. If the person is looking for getting a job in a desired PSU, and the PSU is having only 12-20 seats, then the cracking an exam means he is getting a rank less than 20, which will ensure that he will get, or he will be called for the interview. So it depends upon the person. If a person thinking that I want to do MTech in a college which is very near to me, so for getting admission there, I just want to pass the GATE exam, means it should be GATE qualified only. So in that case, his aim is the cracking the GATE means qualifying the GATE. So it depends upon the person. So the now we know what is meant by cracking an exam. It depends upon the person. You may be thinking that you want a top rank less than 100, then that when we are achieving a rank less than 100, you can say that you cracked the GATE exam. Then what is a strategy? Strategy, the way you approach the exam, that is the strategy. So why the strategy is important? I will quote one sentence. The answer will be correct if you are applying a correct formula. Mean, if you are following a correct strategy, then you will get the right answer or right aim. You will reach the target. So for cracking any exam, there will be a strategy. In this video, we are going to explain you what is the strategy of cracking a competitive exam. These are not very standardized concepts. The concepts which came in the mind of few BTech graduates who completed their degree and they started preparing for exams and cracked the exam, and they got jobs in different PSUs and other private companies and all, and some joined for MTech also. So this is prepared by competitive engineering. For every aspirant, whether it is a GATE aspirant or IES aspirant or any other PSU exam aspirant who is looking for PSU exams and getting qualified, there are too many options. First option is coaching classes. So there will be always the first option will be coaching classes. If it is possible, means economically, or the place where the good coaching institutes are available, it should be closer. But there are so many constraints. If it is possible, it is better to take a coaching class where you will get the core ideas, the basic ideas, everything from the experienced teachers. So it's a better option. But some people may have too many constraints for attending the coaching classes. In that case, people will be thinking about self-study. So what is meant by self-study? Preparing myself, preparing for competitive exam with my textbooks and other book materials which are available in various resources, library, and buying books from online or buying books from standard publishers and preparing self. So now we are going to the steps. So in both the cases, the people should have a strategy. Just attending the classes and reading everything will not lead to people in success, because in each and every year thousands of people, 10,000, more than 10,000, 20,000 of people are attending the coaching classes in various locations, but all those people are not reaching up to the top. So there is a gap between coaching classes and the student. Means he is attending the coaching but he is not getting that much good rank. What is that gap? If you are following a strategy, then it will be very easy for you to crack the exam. So we are going to explain you the strategies. The step 1 in our strategies, understand. So what do we have to understand? Syllabus. The first thing we have to understand is syllabus. What I have to study for this? We should have an overall idea about what are the things involved in this. For example, in GATE exam, you have to study the core syllabus, and core means mechanical engineering, electronics engineering, civil engineering or electrical engineering or computer science, and mathematics part also. So, and another some aptitude problems and some general English. These all are involved. Major the mechanic core part, mechanical, civil or electrical, and all the other core syllabus, and then some 15 mark questions are for mathematics, then some 10-15 marks are for aptitude and English. So you should understand what you have to study for the exam. Then the second one is type of questions, because this is very important. Why? In GATE examination, there are two types of questions. One is objective type and another is numerical answer type questions. So you should be prepared for both. And another difference, if you are going to attend for a GATE exam, then you will be preparing numericals only. But if you are planning for IES, well, you have to write the description of the exam. Means like we are writing the normal semester exams and all, we have to write those exams also. So writing, so you have to write the derivations also. So you should be prepared for that also. So before attending the exam, you should understand what kind of questions they are asking. For example, if you are attending a PSU exam, most of the PSU, the questions will be of theory kind type. Very few problem type questions will be there. So you should be more concentrated on theory part of the syllabus. Okay, I hope you are getting it. So the type of questions, you should know what are the type of questions it is coming. Then how you will know that what the type of questions? You should have an overview means overview. From where you will get the overview? From the previous questions. Because when you are seeing the previous questions, you will understand that these topics are important, or these are the types of questions they are asking. So you should have an overview. Then expectation. So what is expectation? The people may be expecting something from you, the people who is conducting the exam. For example, in ISRO exams and all, the questions will be some tested kind of questions. There will be 4 options, but when you read the question, you will think that for option A is correct, it is correct, but you will go and mark the answer. But if you are thinking a little bit there, you may think that here is a twist, here is a word, a special word, so it may come B also. So that kind of a questions will be there. So you should be prepared for that. Okay, so if you understand the exam, then you can go for step 2. Are you ready? Yes. Step 2, materials. This is very important. Why? You should always refer standard reference books, because we all studied mechanical engineering, electrical engineering or any other engineering degree. So we refer too many textbooks. You can find that in many textbooks some problems are solved wrongly, or the some concepts are not clearly explained. So you should refer standard reference books. What are those standard reference books? In your syllabus or engineering syllabus, there will be always standard textbooks at the bottom. At the top it will be normal textbooks which are available. Okay, so standard reference book is essential. So, or you can refer standard reference books which are available in internet, like top publishers for competitive exams are preparing standard textbooks, like competitive exams, Medici or Arihant, they are preparing separate textbooks for separate exam for IES or GATE or other PSU exam. So you can buy those books which are reliable and you can refer those books. The second one is short notes. Short note is nothing but the note prepared by you when you are referring the standard books, because the standard books will be always bulky. So when you are reading those books, when you are noticing a special concept or a good idea or a equation, you have to note it. You have to note it in such a way that when you are seeing that equation after 1 month or 2 months, you should remember what is the concept behind that. So it is always better to prepare short notes, which will be very useful when preparing for exam, because when you are reading the short notes you will remember all the concepts. So short notes, then previous question papers and solutions. This will give you a better idea about the exam, and when you are solving the previous question papers, you will be having a very clear idea about the exam, and you will have a good confidence also. So after solving, you try for the explanation by the author or explanation by the ends for that question. You can get all these things online, or you can get in books which are available in the internet. Remember that you should buy from a reliable author or reliable publisher. So previous question papers will give you a clear idea about the exam and what are the important parts of the syllabus, because when you are seeing the GATE syllabus or IES syllabus, it is a very lengthy one. It will contain the full 4-year syllabus, core syllabus. So do we need to study all these things for attending a 3-hour exam like GATE? When you are solving the previous question papers and solution, you will have a better idea about that, what are the important things, because when you are attending you will see that the same concept, for example bending moment diagram of a cantilever, it will be asked 3-4 times in the question paper, so you can understand that it is very important concept. Or when in mathematics, when you are solving, you can see that the eigenvalue and eigenvector, those kind of questions are repeated in each and every year, so you can mark that kind of problems and you can prepare very well or deep in that subject. So you will be having a better grip on that subject, so it will be very useful when writing the exam. So mock text, when after preparing all these things, you should write mock tests. Either you can go for previous question papers, try to solve it by your own within the scheduled time, and you have to check it also. Otherwise you can go for online mock tests which are available during the last 3-4 months before the exam for GATE and IES. You can try for that. That will give a feeling of writing an original exam. The practice makes perfect, that we know. So when you are practicing more and more, you will have a feeling. When you are writing the exam, you will not feel any frustration or any tension. You will be very cool because you are practice that kind of a situation. So mock tests are very useful, and if you are preparing with very strong mentality, it is always suggested to write mock tests. So are you ready for step 3? So now we got about idea about the exam, and now we are having all the study materials. So what is the step 3? It is hard work. All the resources we got, so now the remaining thing is hard work. First thing, time management. It depends upon the person. You may be planning to crack the exam just 1 month before or 2 months before. Sometimes it may be one year. So you have to plan how to prepare for the exam, because you have an overview and you have all the material, so you can divide the time, or you know what are the important concepts. So you can divide the whole thing in a proper way and manage the time to study the concepts, then solving problems. It depends upon everything on the exam. It depends upon which type of exam you are writing, because you got all these ideas in the overview. So next thing is practicing problems. If you are preparing for a GATE exam or IES exam or any other exam like ISRO, ISRO, in that kind of exam problems are asked, or BARC exam. So in that kind of exams problems are asked. In GATE you can use a virtual calculator, but in a BARC or ISRO exam, you will not be allowed to use any calculator, so you have to do the calculations manually. So you should practice solving problems, so it will give a good speed and big it will reduce the error when you are doing the calculation. So you should practice the problems always. But if you are preparing for a PSU exam which contains a very few numbers of numerical problem, then there is no issue involved in practicing problems, because you should be very thorough in the concepts, means theory part only. So it all depend upon the exam. You should prepare as according to the exam. Then solve the previous question papers, because you have to solve everything, at least 10 or 15 years question papers. Because when you are solving 10 or 15 years question paper, when you are trying to solve the first question paper, you will feel some difficulty. But when you are going down or when you are moving, you will be feeling that you are that friction is almost reduced. Now it will be very smooth to solve the question paper, so it will build your confidence and it will give you an extra power. So try to solve the previous year question papers with by taking time and clear about all the questions. You should have a clear idea about all the past questions, means the concept involved. Then revise the concept regularly. I heard that many of the students or the my friends are complaining that there is no need of studying regularly, because if you study today, after 3-4 days you will forget the equation. So it is always better to study one week before or 1 month before the exam, so that it will all remain in our memory. But it is a normal thing. But if you are revising the concept regularly, it will become very strong in your mind. Even if I call you from the sleep and asked what is this equation, then you will say the answer with explanation. So if you are revising the equations or the concepts very regularly, means once in a week, then it will be always better. It will help you too much. When you are attending the question, you will not feel that, oh, I forgot the equation, oh, what is the denominator, oh, I forgot the constant term. Those kind of problems will not be there. You will be free to write the equation and apply the values, and you will get the answer, and you will be very happy and confident. So do revise the concept regularly. So you are almost the you depending upon the hard work, you are almost the what is remaining? Discussions. So what is mean by discussions? I will explain. When you are preparing for the exam, you will be having some problem with some concepts or some problems. You will not be able to solve all the problems, or even the solutions are available. You will not understand the concept clearly. In that case, it is always suggested to discuss that thing with a person who is well known about that concept. For example, your teacher or your friend or your guide or somebody, some other person who is knowledgeable about that. So it is always suggested to clear all your doubts and discuss. So ask questions. Means when you are having a doubt, you should ask to somebody. You should ask that question to some other person, so that the doubt will be clear. If he is not possible, he is not able to answer for that question, anyway he will get that answer from some other source. He will also try for getting that answer and he will explain to you. So whenever you ask questions, you will always get the answer. Another thing is that if you don't know the concept and you are just reading the solution and you are just trying to mugging up that method or mugging up that equation without having a clear idea, but in the next time when the question comes in a little twisted manner, then you know the idea, but you will not be able to solve that question. These kind of problems have occurred for many students. So be clear about an idea. So ask questions to the person who is well knowledgeable about that concept. Then explain the answers. When somebody asks you a question, explain the answers in detail. So what is the meaning of explaining that answers in detail? You have the concept in your brain, so when you are explaining or when you are trying to explain the answer, you are recalling it from the memory. So when you are recalling it from your memory, the concept will be, means it will become very strong. It is something like that you are reading the book again and again, so it will be taken from the memory, so you are revised it. So explaining the answers in detail will give you a clear idea. If you explain answers or the study during your studies, if you explain anything to your friends, you will be having a clear idea about what is the use of explaining the answers. Please be clear in your ideas and please try to explain as detailed as possible. If somebody asked you what is the equation for this, don't tell just the equations. Try to explain how the equation came, what is the meaning of that equation, what are the implication, what is the results of that equation, all the kind of things, so that it will give you a better clear understanding. And sometimes some questions may come in your mind also, so that it will make you very clear about the idea. Third one is clear doubts. If you are having a doubt in your mind, ask to somebody so that it is clear. You should have a clear idea about everything. Otherwise, if it is some unclear idea and the question comes, you will not be able to solve that. So there is no use by having a partial idea. So if you want to crack exam, you should have a clear idea about the things. So whenever you are having a doubt, you just ask to somebody. Then know the tips and tricks. This is very important. The questionnaire, he will make the question very lengthy question. But if you are going to try it in a standard way, then it will take 10 or 15 minutes. Because some people who wrote the GATE exam told me that they are asking 50-mark questions. Like we have attended in the university exam, 15-mark question for 2 mark. So it will take 10-15 minutes to solve that question. Then how we will get the answer? For example, for finding the rank of a matrix, 3 into 3 matrix, we have to convert that matrix into echelon form by elementary row and column operations. After that we will find the rank of the matrix, number of non-zero rows. So it will take at least 8 or 10 minutes depending upon the matrix. But he is giving only 2 marks, and this kind of question only 2 marks, and it will take too much time. But if you know the tips and tricks how to find the rank of a matrix in an easy way, or how to find the determinant of a matrix in an easy way, or how to solve the equation in an easy way, it will help you too much. So from where you will get the tips and tricks? You will get it from the study material, or you will get it from the discussions. When you are asking some question, he may explain. When you are explaining the answers, you may think that by this way we can get an easy way. When you are clearing the doubts, somebody will explain you what is the easy method. So knowing an tips and tricks about type of question and solving it, you will have a clear, easy picture to solve a problem. So you are reached the strategy. Now you are ready? No, share your knowledge. Try to share your knowledge, because when you are sharing the knowledge, you are recalling it. As I explaining the answers, try to share your knowledge so that when you are recalling it from your memory, so it will become very strong in your memory. So are you ready for attending a competitive exam? Are you ready to crack an exam? Do you have a strategy right now? How to make a strategy, do you know? So join. We have made a strategy to help people to attend competitive exam. What is that strategy? We are making our strategies: join, run and win. We are calling you to join with us with competitive engineering, and run with us and win with us. Joining is very easy. You just want to subscribe to video lecture, or you just want to read the post, or you just want to participate in discussions. But running, it is shown in red, it is very difficult, because when you are starting something, there will be always a good momentum to go forward. But after 1 week or 2 weeks, you will lose that momentum. You will be engaged in some other thing. So running is very difficult, but without running you will not succeed. So we are inviting you to join with our strategy: join, run and win. So what is our strategy? So we created a group called GATE Video Lectures and Discussions. As the name indicates, it will give you two options: GATE video lectures and discussions. We are preparing video lectures on various GATE topics and other core engineering concepts for you. You can watch those videos in YouTube, and we are offering discussions there, so you can discuss everything. You can ask questions, you can share your knowledge, or you can ask your doubts, or you can explain to some other person. When he is asking the question, you can explain the answer, so that you will be having a better idea. So the discussion will develop. When you are answering, some other person will ask some sub question from that, so that you will also think on that and you will answer it. Facebook is a best option for that if you are using it a right way. So you can have a good participation there, and you can increase your knowledge. At least you will get a better idea about the exam, because we are starting a strong discussions there by posting questions, and we are posting new video lectures. It will give you all the tips and tricks. We are mostly interested in that, the providing tips and tricks for you, so that it will be very easy for you to crack the exam. The other one is our YouTube channel, Competitive Engineering. The video lectures that you will get from the Facebook will be published in Competitive Engineering, and you will get the link there. You can join with us by subscribing, and you will get free video lectures. We are not paying anything, we are just giving you free lectures. So you can join with us in YouTube, so that you will get all the notification regarding new videos. You can watch it and you can get a better idea. It will at least revise your concept if you are studying parallelly. Third one is our website, competitiveengineering.com. In this website we are going to post the related with the video, we are going to post it, so you will get the videos also there. We are inviting you to join with our site, so that you can discuss in our site also. It's also free. We are not charging anything. It is all completely for free for you. So after hearing all these things, you may be thinking that why these people are doing all these things. There is no charge involved, so what is the benefit of doing all these things? As I already explained, we are a group of engineers, especially mechanical engineers. We completed our BTech and we got in jobs in some PSUs. Some people are doing MTech and some people in private companies. But the problem is that when we got job, we will forget it, all the concept that we were studied in our engineering, because we will be concentrating only in the job field. So it is always useful to us when we are revising the concept. So we started thinking about that. So we started this YouTube channel and a website. Now we started the Facebook for discussions. So we will be revising our concept and we are giving free lectures, and you can take all the benefit from that. So we are inviting you to join to our channel and our Facebook group, so that it will be very useful to you, and we are inviting you to discuss and have a blast there. Thank you for watching this video. I'm concluding. Thank you very much, and all the best for you for writing the exam.